Today we are going to learn about the adjustment brush. As you can tell in this image, certain parts of the photograph are underexposed while other parts have the correct exposure. I want to have more detail back in my model's face, hair, and arms. I also want to lighten up the upper left-hand corner. The first step is to select the adjustment brush. This is located on the right side of the Adobe bridge. You will see that you have options on how you wish your brush will work. You can change the size of your brush by sliding the triangle, or you can use the bracket keys on your keyboard to change the size of your brush. You can also change the feather of your brush. By changing the feather of your brush, you are changing the harshness of the lines your brush has. It's the process of softening the edges of your brush so that the brush blends in with the image. The higher the feather, the more it blends, and the lower the feather, the harsher the edge of the brush will be. Flow and density both affect the opacity of the brush. Flow works so that the opacity strengthens with every stroke you create, while density is the maximum opacity the brush will have in that area. Below the brush options, you will see the selective edits. These are very similar to the basic panels, and will be the adjustments you make for your selective areas. For my feather, I'm going to put around 55, flow 70, and my density about 85. You may need to play around with these adjustments to see what your image will benefit from. I'm going to zoom in on my model so I can begin to edit. You can zoom in and out by holding Command plus and negative on a Mac keyboard. I am now going to simply brush over the area I want to edit. After that, you will see a red magnifying glass. When you are not selected on that selection, it will turn white. I'm going to go ahead and make my desired adjustments. If you realize that you brushed over an undesirable area, by clicking the eraser tool and simply rebrush over that area you do not want to edit. This will erase that selection. If you want to add more to your selection, by selecting the magnifying glass and then brushing over the desirable area, you'll begin to add that selection. Make sure the magnifying glass is red. If it is not, you will not be adding to the selection, but creating a new one. If you do want to create a new selection, by clicking the plus symbol, you are able to start brushing over a new area. You may notice that your previous adjustments are going to be there, but you're able to change those adjustments just as you were for the first selection. Now I'm going to change my adjustments for my background area. Once you are pleased with your adjustment, you can go ahead and click OK. In this video, you learned how to use the adjustment brush in Adobe Camera Raw.